I-Kid-A-Pod, Iditarod coverage by kids.
Hello and welcome to the I-Kid-A-Pod. I'm your host for today's program, Snowy. Today we will be talking about the mother of the Iditarod, and then we will meet Joseph Sabin. Then finally we will learn about all the checkpoints, so let's dive in.
Hello, it's Snowball here with today's race update. The teams are entering their third day on the trail. The win coming into Finger Lake checkpoint was provided an extra challenge for many of the teams. Yesterday's rookie Sam Martin lost his number one bag in Squetna. The bag has all the dogs and Musher's personal gear like booties, hand warmers, gloves, and socks. Luckily for Sam, he had an emergency bag with most of that important gear. Prior to the Finger Lake checkpoint, rookie Jay Voucher crashed, ending up with her sled handlebar stuck on a tree. According to Sibersong's sled dogs, her sled is broken, but both Jay and her dogs are fine. Yikes. Unfortunately, after the continued windy conditions, Voucher made the personal decision to scratch at the Rainy Pass checkpoint. She had 15 dogs in her harness at the time. Almost every team has left the Rainy Pass checkpoint heading to the gorge. The gorge, known for its narrow trails, twists, turns, and ice ledges, is considered one of the most difficult stretches despite only being 2 miles. Hoping to hear good news as the mushers make their way through to the Roan checkpoint. Race standings are as follows, but are consistently changing. In 5th place is Michelle Phillips. In 4th place is Paige Drobny. 3rd place is Milla Porschild. And in 2nd is Ryan Reddington. Taking 1st place is Jesse Holmes. That's it for today. Come back to check tomorrow for more race updates.
Hi, Snowdrift here. For this next segment, I need you to travel back in time to January 23rd, 1921, where Dorothy G. Page was born, later in her life called the mother of the Iditarod. You may be wondering why she was called that. You're not alone. Well, at the time in Alaska, the sled dog culture was dying out. This is because of the snowmobile and other inventions that made it possible to travel across the snow without a dog team. Many people did not care if the mushing culture ceased to exist, but she and Joe Reddington Sr. did care. She and Joe merged their love of this culture to form an iconic event, the Iditarod. To sum it up, she was called the mother of the Iditarod because she helped create this great race. For our next segment, we have Snowy introducing you to Joseph Sabin.
Thanks, Snowdrift, for that information. I never knew that about the mother of the Iditarod. It's Snowy here, and today we will talk about Joseph Sabin. Joseph Sabin is a rookie in the Iditarod. He has never been in the Iditarod before, so this will be interesting. He started training dogs in 2017, and he finally made it in the Iditarod in 2016. He founded VOA Racing to start training his dogs for the Iditarod. His hometown is Two Rivers, Alaska, and he now lives with his partner, Willow Maynard, in Two Rivers, Alaska. When he began working with dogs, he was working for Sven Houtman. He spent many summers giving tours on glaciers for Alaska Icefield expeditions. Joseph Sabin's races include the Copper Basin 300, Yukon Quest Alaska 300, and Yukon Quest Alaska 550. Now heading over to Snowball.
Thanks, Snowy, for all that information about Joseph Sabin. Hey there, it's Snowball here, and today we'll learn about the checkpoints in the Iditarod. First, let's talk about the Yukon River checkpoints. The first one is called Ruby, the next one is called Anvik, and the last one is Eagle Island. These checkpoints are important because the mushers must take a mandatory stop at one of these 3 checkpoints. That stop is 8 hours long. The next checkpoint that is important is White Mountain. At this checkpoint, the mushers are only 77 miles away from Nome, which is the finish line, but also they have to take an 8-hour stop. These stops are made to keep the dogs from not getting too tired. The same goes for the 24-hour stop that they can take anywhere along the trail. That is all the stops they have to take this year. Now off to Snowdrip to wrap up this episode.
As this episode draws to a close, I hope you remember the importance the mother of the Iditarod played in protecting Alaska's sled dog culture, the interesting facts about Joseph Sabin, and last but not least, the importance of mandatory checkpoints. Thank you for listening to I-Kid-A-Pod, the coverage of the Iditarod provided by kids. We'd like to give a special thanks to Iditarod.com, the mushers, and of course the dogs. Tune in next time.